bullpup. A lot of people always for years have these misconceptions, accuracy, distance. Dude, it's still a 16-inch barrel on the gun.
16 and a half.
16 and a half. Sorry, 16 and a half. So people should stop talking on the internet. The guns are more than capable. So we confirmed zeros.
Yes.
And we're going to confirm it on steel here. We're at 200 yards on the range.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about it and do this.
Absolutely. 100 is 200. So point of aim, point of impact.
Okay. Bring this guy out. Yeah.
So obviously, one thing you're doing is you're shooting 200 yards standing with the weapon with relative ease. One of the advantages, obviously, of this type of system is all the weight is in the back, so you have more stability, right? When you may not be in a more stable position with a longer weapon system where the weight bias is a little bit more forward. So this is a little bit more rearward.
Yeah, I've noticed that with the compactness of this, the weight to the rear, it really balances itself out well, even with like a, you know, Viz IR laser system on it, either a D-ball or PEC 15 or whatever you have at that point. I noticed that balance when I was playing with mine was really kind of interesting because all that weight to the rear, it just counterbalanced it and stabilized it really well.
Absolutely.
I absolutely like it. So even at 2 bills standing, I mean, the gun is pretty, I mean, it's easy to shoot. I'm really liking this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So standing, obviously you can try kneeling. You can try modified kneeling if you want to go after it and kind of see what it feels like. Okay. Again, it doesn't feel like an M4. It's not going to have that kind of bias. So you want to work it in tighter to the body, create more stability underneath it for that more precise shot. So
how would you do that? I mean, with the bullpup, I mean, obviously it's a little different because we're talking.
Yeah.
You know, normally we maybe even go into sling-assisted shooting at this point.
You could absolutely take the sling, pop the handguard back, and actually, you know, run it as more of a sort of a hasty sling, kind of bring it in more of a traditional kneeling.
Okay.
Or you can always kind of just change things up a little bit and go where the weight is. There's always that idea.
Nice.
So if I need to do it this way, kind of hang the arms down. Do that too.
So we're basically just using a monopod technique from the ground, but using body support and mechanics as well.
Pretty much when all the weight's in the back end of the gun, I'm just going to go ahead and support where the weight is. If there's nothing on the front, then that really doesn't do me any good. So I can get high to where body armor I can shoot from.
So even come down here, brace this in, pull the gun in, lock it in tight. Yeah, once you really get locked into it and get behind it, even one-handed with the gun at 200 yards, just using that knee or that leg as a monopod with the magazine is pretty awesome. Easy day.
So when you go prone, if you do go prone, this cutlass, you can actually use that, roll the arm underneath. Mine doesn't have it. Mine's got the different pistol grip. This is what the IDF is using. But you can do it more of a traditional kind of prone, or you can rest right on the magazine too, shoot off of it. But the reality is, remember, it's at the rear, so it's going to seesaw a little differently. So it feels odd. So when I drop into prone, get to a good prone position. This is more my traditional kind of prone. Okay, and then this is me putting it on the deck.
So with this one, because of the cutlass, so all I really have to do is come down in, get in that kind of traditional prone here, come up on the elbows.
Roll the elbow, roll the arm underneath the weapon a little bit more so it's against your forearm.
So kind of like almost supporting it right here, the cutlass off the forearm.
Helps drive it into the shoulder.
Yeah, notice that.
Right into a rhythm drill.
Yeah, great.
Easy day. So practical accuracy of the system, obviously well within where it's supposed to be.
200 yards, we're shooting about the size of a large sappy plate anyway, so
yep.
that's more than enough. This gun, obviously, steel is just for an example of the automatic feedback that we're getting.
Yeah.
But amazing.
So 200's fine.
Go back to 3 and
I think we need to do 300. This is okay. I'm kind of bored actually.
Half and half drill of 300?
Yeah. You see, that's actually tempting.
I know it is, right? The challenge that's been thrown down.
Oh,
Let's go back to 3, take a look.
All right, our 3.
Cool.